I kind of don't want to make this video, but it's necessary, so I have to make it. Hey guys, it's Cindy V, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to the channel, then you should know that we support Miss Doja Cat here, okay? We are rooting for her. So if you clicked on this video to trash her, please leave. We are here to look at the situation fairly and analyze what is going on. Doja Cat first really kind of came onto the scene with a viral hit called Moo. It was a video of her dressed in a cow costume with a green screen and just having fun with fries in her nostrils and all of that. And she kept making music and releasing 2 albums, and with her Hot Pink album she started to gain much more recognition, especially through her song Say So, which became an instant viral TikTok hit, and the video was great, and it eventually got to #1 on the remix with Nicki Minaj. All very, very impressive. Problem is, the culture really likes to root for the underdog, but at the same time, when you start reaching those top levels, they also start kind of wanting to drag you down. And that's kind of what happened. She hit #1 and all these things got resurfaced, which none of them are fake. These things really happened, and so she should be held accountable for it. A lot of people are calling her a racist, which is, I wouldn't say so, because Doja Cat is half black and half white. But anyway, let's look at all the things that she has done or been accused of. All right, she went on a chat room and started using the N-word with a hard ER. Not good. But it's not just only that, it's that in combination of other things. It's also the fact that she said that she prefers light skin to dark skin, and that she's so lucky to be light skinned. And she said things like she hates her 4C hair, she's obsessed with dating older white men. There's also another song that she made back in 2015, I believe, called Didn't Do Nothing, which is highly offensive, derogatory term that nobody should be using. It's kind of the combination of everything, which is what led to the Doja Cat is over party. I was gonna make this video last week, but I always like to just kind of sit back and wait until the celebrity or whoever the person is responds before I make a video, because from the response you can kind of come to a conclusion better. When she finally responded to all these things that were happening, it was not good. It was not good. She released a very kind of stone cold statement that came from her team, and it just felt very disingenuous, because she got to the level that she was because she is kind of more of an internet celebrity that's slowly transforming into the mainstream. You know, she's on Instagram lives all the time. She's talking a lot of weird stuff, and that's kind of always been her brand. She's always been kind of a little bit off, a little bit weirder, and her fans love her for that. So when all of this is happening, first, she went a few days without responding. Now, I feel like all of the problem with videos always say this: you shouldn't be waiting days, especially when it comes to the issue of race. And she did eventually go on Instagram Live, and she apologized properly, which is what she should have done from the beginning. But I do commend her for going on Instagram Live. I'm sure her team was probably shaking in their boots when they got that notification that she was going live, because a lot of things can go wrong, you know. But I think that she handled it very proper. What she did was, she said to everyone how she was trying to film a video and edit it and like put out a video, but that seemed disingenuous, which it is. So she went on live and she kind of hit everything through the bullet points. I was kind of more in the mainstream of how I saw it. I felt like, you know, a lot of people were saying things like her father left when she was younger, she's half black, half white, she kind of has a little bit of identity issues, which I do get, because I myself am a mixed child, And even being in Asia, I've said this before, but I'm light skinned. But in Asia, I'm considered dark skinned. And I get a lot of compliments when I was, not compliments, comments when I was growing up saying, oh, you would be so much prettier if you were whiter. Oh, you need to use this cream to become white. Or if I went tanning, they'd be like, oh my God, why are you so black? You know, things like that. And it does kind of mess with your psyche a bit. And so when she addressed these points, I felt like it was it was quite good. Now, when it comes to the chat room, she admits that she was acting like a dumbass, which is, yeah, she was. And at least she admitted to it. She did say that the chat room is not with white supremacists. A lot of people were saying that, and yeah, of course not. Chat room is public, so I'm really glad that she addressed that, because there was a narrative that was kind of being spun that really went against her. But one thing that I do disagree with is, you know, she kind of addressed the whole self-hatred thing, but I don't know. In my opinion, it doesn't matter if you're drunk. Like, you don't do things that you wouldn't do when you're sober. It just kind of lowers your inhibitions. That part is always inside of you. So if you say a lot of, I don't know what to say, a lot of those terms and use an N with the hard ER, that means that you would do that kind of when you're sober too. You know, like being drunk is not an excuse for that. So I believe that she does have some inner issues and things that she needs to work on, whether it is self-hate, whether it is other racially stamped things, we don't know. I'm not going to sit here and play armchair psychologist, but she's herself said that it's not self-hatred and it's not race play. So we have to leave it at that. When it comes to the light skin and dark skin thing, she also said that that is not true. She loves her skin and she loves her hair. And if she says that, okay, we have to take it at the value that she put it out as. Now, the song didn't do nothing. Okay, I'm very grateful she did this. She admitted it was a dumb song. It should have never been written. But she also said, and I want to highlight this, she said that she just found out that term that day. And she wrote an entire song about it, meaning she didn't know the full context and the full meaning of what she was spouting out. You know, in these chat rooms, it can get kind of vicious sometimes. They can be very degrading. And as a child or as a younger person, to take those things in, it can mess with your head a little bit. So I am very glad that she pointed that out. And I think a lot of people who just hearing about the drama now, they themselves didn't or weren't as aware of that term before too. It kind of lingers amongst like the extremist supremacist groups. It's not like a mainstream kind of slur, which is good because we should never use those terms. All in all, like, I believe that Doja Cat is now just coming into celebrity, and she is going to have to learn very quickly what that means, because it's not like she had a slow burn to the way to the top and like a slow level of success slowly. It kind of just really went quick as soon as Say So came out. And so she will have to kind of dial it back. I say dial it back because her weirdness, her going on Instagram Live, is what made her career. It's what made her fans love her. And the fact that she did take accountability for the situation, although she should have done it sooner, I like that she is coming to terms with that, and she is taking her own stance on things and probably against her team's wishes. So I do feel that it's genuine. I still see her succeeding. I don't think that this is going to be the end of Doja Cat. I believe that she is such an interesting character and she makes such bomb music. She really makes very, very good music, and her visuals and everything. And so I think that this will just be a big lesson to her, but it's a lesson that does need to be learned. Otherwise, that will be what stops her from becoming and keeping that #1 status and that kind of mainstream success status. And if anything, it does highlight an issue when it comes to mixed race kids, because I don't see anybody really talking about that as much as other race issues. So I'm glad that all of these YouTube commentators and all these people are now kind of having that dialogue. I think that it is important because mixed kids like me all all kind of go through some kind of identity crisis or identity issue. And I believe, in my opinion, with the facts in front of me, that that's what is happening here. But like I said, I don't know. I just really do wish Doja Cat the best. I just hope that all of this does not affect her. And if anything, it does push her to make better music and to connect with her fans more, and kind of to be a little bit more careful with what she says, because it can hurt and offend other people, especially her fans. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the situation. Let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Mwah.